Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Dear Mathematics, and also welcome to the chapter of differentiation of your 11th class. This chapter will also continue in your 12th class mathematics. In this particular video session, we are going to discuss about the definition, basic concepts and some of the examples based upon first principle of differentiation. So let y is equal to f of x is a real valued function, then its derivative is represented by f dash x, or also it can be represented by dy dx of f of x, or also it can be represented by dy upon dx, or that means the derivative of y with respect to x or y dash. Let f of x be a real valued function defined an open interval ab, and let c be a point in this open interval ab. Then derivative or differentiation of f of x at the point x is equal to c denoted by f dash c, or derivative of f of c, or dy dx of f of x at x is equal to c. So f dash c, that is equal to limit x tends to c f of x minus f of c x minus c provided by the limit existing. So this is the formula for the differentiation of the function f of x at the point x is equal to c. So what do you mean by provided by the limit exists? That means the left hand limiting value of this function is equal to right hand limiting value. That means it must be equal to a common value. If the limit exists, then it must give a real number, or that real number is a fixed real number. That is limiting value of f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c, where x tends to c, must be equal to a common value, where L is a common value, which is a fixed real number. Fixed real number. So limit exists means the first one is left hand limiting value of this f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c must be equal to the right hand limiting value of again f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c, and both of them are equal, and they are equal to a common value, and that common value we have taken here, it has L. That means left hand limit must be left hand limit of f of x minus, okay, let us consider this as the equation number 1. Let us consider a left hand limiting value of f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c must be equal to the right hand limiting value of f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c, and this must be equal to that common value which we have taken earlier for the limiting value of f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c. So this must be equal to L. This must be equal to L. So don't need to write down here. So left hand limiting value, that means limit x tends to c minus f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c must be equal to limit x tends to c plus, this is the left hand limit, this is the right hand limit. Why we are writing this? Because provided by the limit exists. The limit exists means left hand limit must be equal to the right hand limit, and also another point is there, that must be equal to a common value, and this common value we have taken it as L. So these two conditions must satisfy for the existence of a limit. Then approaching, so for the left hand limit and for the right hand limit. For the left hand limit, in place of x tends to c minus, we have to replace h tends to 0, and in place of x we have to replace it by c minus h. For the right hand limit, in place of x tends to c plus, we have to write down h tends to 0, and in place of x we have to write down c plus h. So these are the substitutions we have to make here. So these are the substitution we have to apply here. So limit h tends to 0, f of c minus h minus f of c divided by c plus h minus c. In place of x we have to write down c minus h. That must be equal to limit x tends to c plus, this is equal to L. Okay, limit h tends to 0, f of c plus h minus f of c divided by c plus h minus c, which must be equal to L. So these are the substitutions we have to make here. Then it is limit h tends to 0, f of c minus h minus f of c divided by, okay, this is minus h, this is minus h, so it is minus h, c minus c got cancelled here, then it is limit h tends to 0, f of c plus h minus f of c divided by h, which is equal to L. So here we have got a new equation, and let us consider this equation as equation number 2. So from equation 1 we have here limiting value of f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c when x tends to c gives us the common value L, and in the left hand limit as well as in the right hand limit it also gives the same value L. So by considering equation 1 and equation 2, from equation 1 and equation 2 we have limiting value of f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c is equal to limiting value of h tends to 0, f of c minus h minus f of c divided by minus h is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of c plus h minus f of c divided by h is equal to L. From equation 1 and equation 2 we are getting here. For the chapter differentiation, we need these two values. Here we can write down this is also the differentiation of the function f of x at the point x is equal to c. So here we can write down f dash c is equal to limit x tends to c, f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of c plus h minus f of c divided by h. So this is only the left hand limit is required. Okay, right hand limit is required for the topic differentiation or derivative. Okay, but you must be sure that this is called as the left hand limiting value of this function, but the total expression we are getting here, this is equal to the left hand derivative, and this is called as the right hand derivative. This is the left hand derivative and this is the right hand derivative, because we need this in chapter of differentiability. So the differentiation of f of x at the point x is equal to c is defined by f dash c, which is also defined by limit x tends to c, f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c, and also it can be equated as limit x tends to 0 by considering the right hand limit of f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c. That means by considering the right hand differentiability, limit x tends to 0, f of c plus h minus f of c divided by h. And this formula is very important in the topic of differentiation, because we are going to evaluate the formulas or differentiations of some functions, trigonometric functions, exponential function, logarithmic function by using this formula only. So this formula is very vital in the topic of differentiation. But as I have said that this is the left hand derivative and this is the right hand derivative, so just write down here because we need this. So the left hand derivative, just remember, is limit h tends to 0 f of c minus h minus f of c divided by minus h. This is the left hand derivative. These are the sum of the nodes. You can write down these are the nodes. The first one is left hand derivative and the second one is right hand derivative, and that is limit h tends to 0 f of c plus h minus f of c divided by h. So these are some of the nodes that we require in the topic of differentiability. Okay, so here it is the definition and some of the basic concepts in which formula we are going to use, and we have to evaluate the differentiation of some functions given to you. So the formula is here, limit h tends to 0 f of c plus h minus f of c divided by h. Then let us discuss about the differentiation of a function at a given point and the genuine general form of the differentiation. So from the definition and above concepts, we have understood that suppose f of x is a real valued function which is defined on the open interval ab, and c belongs to that open interval ab, that means c is a point in this interval. Then the differentiation of the function f of x at c is differentiation of f of x at x is equal to c is given by f dash c is equal to limit x tends to c f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c, or also it can be written as limit h tends to 0 f of c plus h minus f of c divided by h, just the right hand limiting value of this function f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c. So instead of writing these two formulas, just simply use the right hand limit of f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c, which is limit h tends to 0 f of c plus h minus f of c divided by h. So this is the differentiation of the function f of x defined in the open interval ab, and c belongs to that point ab, c belongs to that interval ab. Then differentiation of f of x at x is equal to c is given by f dash c, which is given by limit h tends to 0 f of c plus h minus f of c divided by h. So we are just going to use this formula as the formula for differentiation topic. So in place of c, suppose we have taken this point as a, so just by replacing, we have discussed it earlier. Okay, you can write down it as the note. So in place of c, if you are going to put a, then this formula is transferred to a new formula, that is f dash a. Here we have taken f dash c. So at the point a, it will be f dash a limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h minus f of a divided by h, provided by the limit exists. So this formula is totally equal to this. Okay, these are same. Again, another genuine general definition of the formula for differentiation can be made, and this is the derivative of a function at a given point x denoted by f dash x. At the point c, it is f dash c. At the point a, it is f dash a. At the point x, it is f dash x. So these three formulas are equal to each other. Only the difference is along their points, is based upon their points. Here it is the point c, we are differentiating the function at the point c. Here we are differentiating the function at the point x. Here we are differentiating the function at the point a. The formula is totally same, but the points are different here. So these three formulas are given in several books, but you must be sure that these formulas are same with each other, but just the difference is based upon their points. So limit h tends to 0, f of a plus h minus f of a divided by h is totally equal to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of a divided by h, because we are differentiating this function at the point a, and here we are differentiating that at the point x. So this is all about the fundamental or basic concepts of the topic differentiation. Then let us go through the geometrical interpretation and some of the problems based upon the differentiation, which are to be proved by using these formulas. Then let us discuss about the geometrical interpretation of a differentiation. For this we have to consider a graph here, and the curve is taken as y is equal to f of x. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, which is represented by the f of x. That means for each and every x there exists an f of x in the y-axis. Suppose this is the point A here, then there must be a point f of a in the y-axis. So this point A is represented by a f of a. This point is A and f of a. Suppose it has made a distance, or it has covered a distance of h unit towards the right hand side along the x-axis, and it has reached at the point A plus h, because the point A has crossed a distance or moved a distance of h unit along the x-axis, then it reached at the point A plus h. So for A plus h, there must be a value f of A plus h on the y-axis. So the point V, the coordinate of V, you can take it as A plus h, f of A plus h. Okay. So slope of the chord AV, which is defined by using the formula is here. You can take it as slope is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So here y2 is f of a plus h minus y1, that is f of a. So slope of the chord AV is f of a plus h minus f of a, y second coordinate minus y first coordinate. So y2 minus y1, difference of y coordinates, divided by difference of x coordinates. So x2 is a plus h minus x1, that is a. So by simplifying, we are getting slope of the chord AB is equal to f of a plus h minus f of a divided by h, by using the concept of a slope here, slope of a straight line. When V gets closer to A, that means if B gets moving to reach the point A, then this distance h will be tends to 0. It will not equal to A, but it gets closer to A, very near to A. That means h tends to A, not equal to A. So here in this case, when V gets closer to A, then distance between A and V tends to 0. That is h tends to 0. Then the slope of the tangent at point A on the curve is given by f dash A is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of A plus h minus f of A divided by h. So derivative of a function at x is equal to A, that is f dash A, gives the slope of the tangent to the curve at x is equal to A. So here is the first problem based upon the differentiation topic. So to solve this problem, first of all we have to go through the definition of this differentiation. Given that f of x is equal to k, it is a constant function. That means f of 1 is equal to k, f of 2 is equal to k. That means f of h is equal to k, f of 5 is equal to k, because it is a constant function. Whatever you will put, you will get definitely k here, because there does not exist any variable term x. From the definition, we have f dash x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. So f dash 0 is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of 0 plus h minus f of 0 divided by h. Limit h tends to 0 f of h minus f of 0 divided by h. F of h is equal to k and f of 0 is equal to k. So now let us go through the direct substitution method here. K minus k divided by h, which is 0 upon h, is equal to 0. So here it is the first f dash 0 we have proved here. Then moving through the differentiation of f of x is equal to k at x is equal to 5. Now f dash 5, limit h tends to 0 f of 5 plus h minus f of 5 divided by h. F of 5 plus h, this is also equal to k, because this is a constant function. Whatever you will put, you will get k here, because there does not exist any variable term. So again, so by putting these values here, we are getting k minus k divided by h, which is 0 upon h is equal to 0, and it is the solution for the problem number 1. Then let us go through the next problem. So here it is the second problem based upon the differentiation topic. Find the derivative of sin x at x is equal to 0. Let f of x is equal to sin x, and here we have to find out its differentiation at x is equal to 0. That means from the definition we have f dash x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. So here f dash 0 is equal to f of, okay, limit h tends to 0, limit h tends to 0 f of 0 plus h minus f of 0 divided by h. Then it will be limit h tends to 0 f of h minus f of 0 divided by h. F of x is equal to sin x. So f of h is equal to sin h. Then f of 0 is equal to sin 0. So limit h tends to 0 sin h minus sin 0 divided by h. Limit h tends to 0 sin h divided by h, because sin 0 is equal to 0. So here it is in the formula in the topic limit. We have already discussed it in the topic of limit. Limit h tends to 0 sin h upon h is equal to 1. So here it is the solution for the problem number 2. Then let us move through the problem number 3. Let us go through the problem number 3. It has given that f is a real valued function f of x is equal to x square plus 1. We have to find out the derivative at the point 2. Again, we know that f dash x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. So here f dash 2 will be limit h tends to 0 f of 2 plus h minus f of 2 divided by h. So find out f of 2 plus h, as f of x is equal to x square plus 1. So f of 2 plus h will be whole square of 2 plus h plus 1, because we have to put 2 plus h in place of x here. Then f of 2 is equal to, and f of 2 is equal to whole square of 2 plus 1. That means it is limit h tends to 0, it is 2 plus whole square of 2 plus h plus 1 minus it is 2 square plus 1 divided by h. So it will be limit h tends to 0, limit h tends to 0, then squaring it is 2 square plus h square plus 4h plus 1 minus 4 Okay, this is the minus 2 square, let it be 2 square minus 1 divided by h, cancelling both of the 2 square and minus 2 square, then plus 1 and minus 1. We are getting here limit h tends to 0, h square plus 4h divided by h, as it is 0 by 0 form. Okay, this is 0 by 0 form. So we have to go for the factorization method. Limit h tends to 0, taking h as a common, we have h plus 4 divided by h, cancelling both of the common parts here, we are getting limit h tends to 0, it is h plus 4, and this is a polynomial. So we can apply the direct substitution method. So it will be 0 plus 4 is equal to 0, which is the solution for the problem number 3. First of all, we have applied the differentiation formula. Then we have applied here, we have applied the factorization method. Okay, then here in this step we have applied the direct substitution method. Okay, direct substitution method. So let us go through the last problem of this current video exercise, then we can conclude our video session for today. So coming towards the last problem of this current video session, it is given by if f is a real valued function defined by f of x is equal to x square plus 4x plus 3, then find f dash 1. That means we have to find out the differentiation of this function at the point x is equal to 1. Okay, first of all, let us go through again the differentiation formula. This is limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. So here is the solution. Given that f of x is equal to, f of x is a real valued function defined by f of x is equal to x square plus 4x plus 3, then f dash 1 is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of 1 plus h minus f of 1 divided by h. So what is the value of f of 1 plus h? F of x is equal to x square plus 4x plus 3. So f of 1 plus h will be whole square of 1 plus h plus 4 multiplied with 1 plus h plus 3. Then what will be the value of f of 1? It is 1 square plus 4 into 1 plus 3. So let us put these data here. Limit h tends to 0, f of 1 plus h, here in the place f of 1 plus h we have to write down 1 plus h and its whole square, 4 multiplied with 1 plus h plus 3. Then minus f of 1. What is the value of f of 1? The value of f of 1 is 1 square plus 4 into 1 plus 3. Then divided by h. So just we have to solve it. Limit h tends to 0. It is 1 square plus 2h plus h square plus 4 plus 4h plus 3 minus, it is 1 minus 4 minus 3 divided by h. So cancelling 1 square, it is minus 1. Then it is 3 minus 3, then it is plus 4 minus 4. So here we are getting limit h tends to 0, it is h square plus 6h divided by h. It is in the 0 by 0 form. Again, this is in the 0 by 0 form. So we have to use the factorization method. So to use the factorization method, first of all, let us take the common value. So here h is the common value, h plus 6 divided by h. Then you have to cancel the common values in both in the numerator and denominator. Then here we are getting limit h tends to 0, h plus 6. So by putting, so here you have to use the direct substitution method. So it is 0 plus 6, which is 6. And here it is the solution for the problem number 4. So in this particular first video session of the differentiation topic, just we have started the differentiation topic by considering the examples, by using the basic concepts. Then we have solved some of the problems based upon the basic concepts or the formulas of a differentiation. In the next topic, we are going to continue this topic differentiation, and we are going to solve some of the more examples based upon this differentiation topic. Till then, thank you.